Jackie and I had both of our parents out visiting us here in North Carolina. So we just did a different night of different traditional foods. But then we keto-fied them for the most part. But lasagna was like, no, we're gonna let the lasagna go, and it's all good. We also did things like exogenous ketones and berberine every day, pretty much. I think literally every day. So the reboot was just a way to just get back on track, flush all those glycogen stores out and start over. So I'm about to mix up some Keto OS Nat Sunshine flavor, charged, meaning has caffeine in it. Part of the reboot is 2 servings of ketones from Prove It, Keto Nat, a day. 1 charged in the morning and 1 caffeine free in the afternoon, early evening, whatever you decide to go with. So I first discovered keto, like I said, in Grain Brain, 2013-14 winter. And to me, it wasn't clear enough to like consider macros and different things. It was just like, oh, like cut out grains, cut out sugars, alcohol, but just eat high fat. I thought that's what, I wasn't really aware at the root of what keto was. So I just was eating high fat, low carb. And because I was an athlete and, was training every day, it worked out well. But then I learned more down the road after a bunch of different events took place that really got me to dive deeper into like what the ketogenic diet is and the metabolic state that is ketosis. I was super resistant to exogenous ketones throughout my, I should say, awareness piece of the ketogenic diet. Like when I actually dove in 3 or 4 years down the road after reading Grain Brain into all things keto, because my understanding was to get your body into a state of ketosis, you have to, switch your metabolism to burning fat and ketones for fuel. And if I'm taking an exogenous ketone supplement, my body is not doing that. So I had this weird misconception that exogenous ketones were just shortcuts to doing the real work, which was getting your body to produce them endogenously. And there was a lot of people promoting, eat whatever you want and just drink these ketones and you'll get into a state of ketosis, which is true. And there's a ton of benefit there. But my perspective of trying to preserve my brain health the best I could and learning these food choices cause harm no matter what you do, and these food choices cause little to no harm. Adding an exogenous ketone supplement to the both of them is just gonna, magnify the benefit of them. So to me, I didn't really understand all the things about exogenous ketones, and I just viewed them as shortcuts, simply put. So taking exogenous ketones is super important to me now. It just creates that 24-hour system, that lifestyle, that aspect of it. So like I follow the ketogenic diet. I also supplement exogenous ketones, and it's just the more I learn about fat adaptation and keeping our macros super in tune and staying dialed in and fasting and exercising, all these things over time, our body becomes adapted more and more, and our ketone levels in our blood start to lower, and which isn't a bad thing. And this means the body's tissues are absorbing them and utilizing them. But for brain health and performance benefits to maximize, you have to bring those numbers up in the blood. And I started learning that from 2 books, The Ketogenic Bible and The Art and Science of Low Carbohydrate Performance. And they were talking about specific ranges that people get benefit, and then other subjective things, talking with different friends. And now for me, I don't have subjective, profound benefit to where I feel super different, but I have scans now showing that my brain is triggered in a different manner from having exogenous ketones. We didn't do any testing just on the diet alone, but we just did it with the ketones. So I imagine combining those two brings more benefit for the brain in terms of performance, health, resiliency, and all sorts of other things. So simply put, I supplement with exogenous ketones to supplement and to benefit more of my effort in the ketogenic diet and lifestyle as a priority towards my brain. So there's a lot of brands out there that make exogenous ketones, but the only brand that makes a bioidentical form of exogenous ketones is the brand Pruvit. And the reason why I support that brand and I believe in the brand is because of their integrity behind the product. It's more than a product, I believe. It's not just a product. It's something that's changing people's lives, and it has a lot of research backing why it does so. And just that integrity piece, it's everything to me. So you can go and buy a similar product that doesn't have that same bioidentical aspect to it, and you're basically just wasting your money on expensive salt. But you know, with the research and my education now on the brand Pruvit, it just makes so much sense that it's just a no-brainer. You know, it's like a non-negotiable for me. If I'm going to supplement with a ketone product, it's going to be Pruvit, and that's just backed upon all the research and development that goes into the product that has metabolic integrity as well, and that you can feel safe from consuming and know it's doing something. And that's why I've been doing more work with the scans and performance scans of my brain to show in real time, you know, how it affects us. My favorite Pruvit technology is split between Keto OS Nat and the Keto Up. The Keto Up because it's a liquid form in a can you crack open, and in my perspective from my past years competing in action sports, it's a competition against sports drinks and energy drinks that are detrimental to brain health. And the Keto Up is a similar tool, but it's neuroprotective, it boosts your energy, anti-inflammatory, all these things, and it doesn't have a crazy drop like sugar does later on that a lot of these drinks are filled with. So that's one reason why the Keto Up's my favorite. The other product that's a favorite of mine, or technology, is the Keto OS Nat, and it's just because of its convenience, but also it's packed with such powerful benefit to your brain overall health. But it's, you know, a simple pack on the go. You just pour it in your water, shake it up, and it's ready to go. You can bring it anywhere. There's no excuses why you didn't have it. And it's just, again, it goes back to brain health, performance, and resiliency. Pruvit's message of becoming better resonates with me the most, just because that's just been the journey I've been on, you know, my whole adulthood. And I would say, you know, my childhood too. It's like wanting to be better. It's human nature. We want to progress to be the best versions of ourselves. Pruvit provides a tool that can help people facilitate that. But just the message is just so similar, because my last, let's say, 10 years, I've been on a journey to optimize everything I can to become the best version of myself and become better every day. And to me, becoming better is helping other people along the way. So Pruvit's doing that with providing these products to help people supplement their day-to-day. And then just their messaging is just about becoming the best version of yourself and helping others do the same. And that's something I really resonate with. So to me personally, becoming better involves two things. One, a level of consciousness or awareness to who you are, the things you do, why you do them, and how they make you feel, and the cycle that continues in. But then also this and conversation that doctors Ryan Lowry and Jacob Wilson have spoken about a bunch, and that I speak about as well. It's like, it's not a ketogenic diet or exogenous ketones. It's both of them. It's ketogenic diet and lifestyle and exogenous ketones, which that right there makes up the lifestyle and the system of optimizing ketones flowing through your body into your brain and all these things. And I personally believe that the more you create this and conversation in your life, the better you're going to feel, the better you're going to look, and the better you're going to think. And then all these pieces are going to make the best version of yourself leading forward. And so it's not just one or the other. It's not just being strict keto on the diet. It's not just being, you know, exogenous ketones, and it's not eating whatever you want and just supplementing exogenous ketones. It's, you know, doing the best you can to eat real food. And, you know, no, I don't believe everyone has to do the ketogenic diet, but if you can get an understanding of what you're eating and what it does in your body, and be consuming lower carbohydrates and sugars and starches and grains and all those things, and supplement with exogenous ketones, that's going to create that lifestyle, that cycle throughout the day. And I think that's going to be a way to become the best version of yourself moving forward, because the things it does to your brain and your body and physically how you feel and operate, all these things come together, rather than just eating a standard American diet and supplementing with exogenous ketones. It's just doing the best you can on both ends and with your mindset.